What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Tuesday edition of my NBA DFS podcast. If you watched yesterday's video, you should have ended up doing pretty well with my value plays. Pritchard on the Celtics ended up being one of the best value plays of the night, and he was only like 20% owned in all formats, so he ended up being a really good play. The rest of the guys also hit value, except for maybe I think one of them. Let's do it again today. As usual, 5 plays that I like off of FanDuel, 1 for each position. And then we also have some injury news that could open up some more value later on into today. LeBron James is questionable. If he's out, that obviously opens up a lot of usage for the Lakers. Durant's out tonight, so that's going to be good for this video. And I thought there was someone else. LaMarcus Aldridge as well, questionable tonight. So we'll have to wait until further into today to see what we have in store for LeBron and Aldridge. So again, if you guys just like the video and you're subscribed, I really appreciate it. If you comment below this video who you think gets the most FanDuel points tonight on tonight's slate, I will award you a free 50 Guru credits. So just make sure you comment who you think gets the most FanDuels, and put your Guru username as well, and I'll add the credits if you guess the right player. So rolling into tonight, I like Kyrie Irving at point guard. Durant is out for the next 4 games due to COVID tracing, so they're being super careful, obviously, since they're not in the bubble this year. So I like Kyrie, a lot of usage. There's a lot of potential blowouts tonight. The Jazz and Nets are the least likely to be blown out. It's only a 4.5 spread. Kyrie should have a ton of usage. He's coming off of a great game, even with Durant on the floor. So expect him to put up even more shots without KD. He's coming off of a 58 fantasy point game. I do like him a lot. The Jazz isn't the best matchup, but the usage is going to be there, and there aren't many great studs to pay up for tonight. I do like Kyrie at point guard. And then for the same exact reasons as Kyrie, I like Caris LeVert. With no KD, LeVert's probably their second best offensive weapon. Even if he comes off the bench, I would prefer that to be running with that second unit. He's basically going to be like a Kyrie 2.0 as far as usage goes tonight. So at 6,100, we all know he's got a great ceiling. 61 already this year, 45. He only needs 30 to reach value tonight. So he's a great reward kind of guy tonight. Plenty of usage to go around for Brooklyn. For small forward, I'm going back to Otto Porter. I just think as a starter on the Bulls, he plays around 30 minutes, high 20s in minutes every night. He's got great ceiling. You don't need to throw him in a cash game lineup because he hasn't been that consistent. Couple 19s, 18. He needs like 26 points to reach value tonight. He has done that. Maybe more of a boomer bust guy because he can really rack up the steals. But if you don't like him in cash, that's fine. Definitely throw him on a tournament team. Get some exposure to Otto Porter. This Bulls and Trailblazers game should be pretty fast-paced up and down the court. It's got a pretty high over-under from Vegas, so definitely a guy worth keeping an eye on when making your lineups tonight. For power forward, it's not a great position tonight at all. I'm looking at Nicholas Batum right now. He's seen consistent starters minutes. He hasn't been all too consistent, though. I just like when you're spending only $4,400 on a guy, I like to see that he's getting minutes on the floor. He needs like 22 fantasy points for value tonight. He has done that in half of his games this year, so definitely not too risky of an option. Again, the Clippers really run him to be on the court, but he's not exactly the first shooter with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard being out there. But he can surprisingly do very well. He had a great game last game, 30 minutes, 14 points, 3 assists, and he hit value. So just a guy to keep an eye on. He's not necessarily a lock right now. Things could open up at power forward. Like if LeBron is out, Kyle Kuzma could definitely be a play if he ends up starting for LeBron. Just something to keep an eye on. But Batum, not a bad play at power forward. It's a really weak position tonight. And then center, we're staying on the Clippers here. Serge, even if he doesn't start, he might start. 4,500 is really cheap on him. He's been playing some consistent minutes, over 20 minutes. His minutes have been trending upwards over the last week or so. And he only needs like 22 fantasy points to reach value as well. And he's done that in basically every single game this year except for the last game. But he's been very consistent. Center, like power forward, isn't the best position tonight. I thought I'd give you guys a player that can open up some salary for you. Serge should be more towards like 5,000, 5,500. 4,500 is just too cheap on a guy like him. He can rack up some blocks. And he should be able to get over 20 fantasy points tonight, in my opinion. That'll sum it up for today's video, guys. I appreciate all of you watching. Again, comment who you think gets the most FanDuel points tonight below this video, along with your username on my website so I can add the credits tomorrow. So, till next time, I am the FT Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.